Hey everyone, excited to be here. So my name is Michael Tjalve. I work on conversational AI at Microsoft. Very interested in where language and technology meet, as well as the societal impact of the technologies we're building. I also teach at the University of Washington, so I'm wearing two hats today, just like David. So I'm going to talk to you about some of the tools and services you have available today for integrating AI into solutions to some of the challenges that you may be working on. And I'll show how you can easily build a chatbot and publish it. So let's start by asking the very reasonable question of what is conversational AI? So it's a set of technologies that simulate capabilities we typically associate with human intelligence. This includes primarily speaking, hearing, and understanding. And this can be based on text interactions or spoken interactions. And the reason we're having this discussion today, as opposed to say 10 years ago or so, is that AI has matured significantly. And this really opens up for interactions with technology that were impossible just a few years ago. And so by using natural language as an interface to the digital world, we're starting to see new experiences, new capabilities, new opportunities open up into the workplace. And so, especially in the workplace, we see more applications of conversational AI. Malavika just mentioned, for example, how speech translation and speech transcription can be used. And another use is virtual agents or chatbots. And chatbots can be used in many different domains. In the context of the discussion around future work, we all know that the landscape of work is changing and changing rapidly. There's a need to be able to update your skills to sort of stay relevant and be able to follow these changes. So there's definitely a need and a continuous need for reskilling and continuous learning opportunities. And conversational AI and chatbots in particular, they can play a key role in access, quality, and affordability of learning material. So whereas chatbots provide really a fantastic interface for interacting with your key audience, using conversations as an interface, it makes it more more interactive experience. That's more engaging through, you can build persona, and it's become sort of very intuitive with the multimodal interface. It also facilitates access to technology, which means it facilitates access to services by improving cost, scale, and reach. Chatbots can also resolve routine issues easily, freeing up staff to focus on more complex matters. But historically, there's been a direct dependency for the content subject matter experts to have access to developers or scientists, which means that, for example, if you needed an update to a single sentence in a chatbot response, you need to get the ask on the schedule of the engineering team. And so we decided to build a no-code chatbot authoring experience, and we call it the Power Virtual Agent. And the focus here is to enable and to empower the people who are closest to the content and who best understand the end users to easily build chatbots. So Power Virtual Agent is a no-code offering that's optimized for the content experts in your organization. And it's part of a broader initiative across Microsoft and across the industry to democratize AI. So meaning to bring the power of advanced AI capabilities to a much broader audience of users. And so the interface allows you to dive right in and build a chatbot in just a few minutes. You can test it, publish it, and then you can easily tweak it and add more content to continuously make it a better experience for your audience. So the Power Virtual Agent is part of the Power Platform. It's built on top of Bot Framework with full access to cognitive services, and you can extend the basic capabilities to create more sophisticated chatbots and have your chatbot start to take actions on behalf of your users. And so with that, I'll skip right into giving you a demo. So I created a bot a little earlier today UDAP demo bot. And we're going to go back to this one in just a second, but I wanted to actually show you just from the very start when you create a bot. It is interacting. All right, so I'll create a new bot. And it's taking a while to load. Okay, so we'll give it a, first we'll give it a name. We'll call it UDAP. And I created an environment so that all the data that I'm using, that my users are using is secure, and that I can control who gets access to the data. So now it's building a bot completely from scratch. And the first thing we'll do is to define what we expect the user to say. So you can see this is sort of the landing page. And the authoring experience is sort of the main bulk of the experience here. And then we have an area for publishing as well as monitoring over time, so you can make sure that your bot performs well, or you can identify where it may have issues. So we can, it comes with a set of topics, basic system topics it knows about, and also some templates so you can see how to leverage some of the more advanced capabilities. So we'll start by creating just a very basic topic. Let's call it Comm Lead Connects. And we'll give it a few trigger phrases. So these are what we expect our users to say. So it can be, where can I find information about Comm Lead? Or I'd like about the event. Or tell me about Okay, so we have 3 conversation starters, and then we go into the authoring experience. And then you can provide a response from the bots. And you can see this is really where you start to create the conversation flow. This is also where you can start to add some personality, some persona into the bot experience. So, okay, I can tell you about the Comm Lead Connects event. And so let's have the chatbot ask about what the user is looking for. So we'll do this by saying, what do you know? Now we'll give the user a few options. Let's say schedule, location, and this year's topic. And so, actually I had it open here before. Here we go. So as you can see, as I'm creating these options, which become buttons, it creates the options for the user. So for the schedule, let's just say we scroll down here, and here's the schedule. We'll just copy that. And that's it. And for location, we saw that up here. Here's the location. And this year's topic is there we go. Okay, so now we have a very basic bot. We'll save it. And then we can start testing it. So down here, you'll see there's an option to test your bot. And so let's see, we'll do tell me about Comm Lead. Okay, so you can see now that it found the the trigger phrase that found the topic I just created, and it's now asking it to select, do I want schedule, location, or this year's topic. Let's say I want to schedule. So just click here, and there you go. So here's the bot. This is what the end user will be seeing. And of course, this is a very, very basic use case I'm showing here. And that's exactly the idea. You start out very basic, then you build it up gradually. Another example which can help you build this up more quickly is to go into suggestions. And I had something that's probably top of mind for everyone these days. I saw that at the University of Washington there's an FAQ page for the coronavirus, which is sort of impacting our interface situation today. And so you can just point it to this website, and then it'll automatically extract the information from the website. So this is going to run for a couple of minutes, so I'm not going to actually wait for that. The bot I created earlier today has these same topics I added. So these were extracted from this website. So you can see, for example, questions to ask. Well, let's see, should I wear a mask, for example? So that is now in the bot. And should I wear a mask? And so you can see the information comes directly from this website. So it's another way to just make sure you can leverage existing online content and automatically extract it and bring it into the bot. So let's go back to the first one. This is still running, but you can see some of the other areas here. You can leverage some of our existing entities to make for some more intelligent extraction. Over time, as you're using it, you can see analytics, so you can see which specific topics get a lot of traffic. And of course, this is a very new bot, so it really doesn't have a whole lot of traffic quite yet. And then you can publish it with just a single button. You publish it, and then you can share it. So you can deploy it to many different channels. You can build it into your custom website. For example, we could add it to the Comm Lead Connects website, or you can we have this demo website that's created, so you can share that with friends and colleagues. So this bot is now available, published, and available for anyone who has the link, who has access to the site, to start using. And so let's go back here. So that's sort of the end of the demo. As you can see, it's very easy to integrate AI into your world, and to publish your own bot in just a handful of minutes. And the key point here is it's without writing a single line of code. And it's available for you to use today. We launched this in December, so it's fairly new product still. As David suggested as well, we have sort of a few seed questions we can open up for discussions later. So with the industry moving towards a no-code required user experiences, think about how you can integrate some of the advanced AI capabilities into your work processes. It's clear that to get the most out of advanced AI capabilities needs to be an AI-human collaboration. So there's a lot to be said for the design and just sort of ethical thinking about how we leverage these technologies. And then again, around learning, as I mentioned, there's a lot that can be done and is being done in continuous learning and reskilling opportunities, which is really an exciting field and will continue to be so moving forward. So with that, I leave you, in case you have any questions, here's my email address. And you can go to this webpage, Power Virtual Agents, and try it out for yourself and build your own bot and share it. And so with that, I will hand it over to the next speaker.